But anyway, so Jung builds these things on the transcendent function. There it is. You're just trying to access the right hemisphere artistic, side of you. And so while you're doing that, and if you do that in a group context, what you can actually do is you can actually exchange value systems a lot easier. So like if we all come to, the idea for AA is that you all sit down, everybody says, hi, my name's Drew and I'm an alcoholic, or hi, my name's so-and-so. And everyone always like gripes and like bitches and moans about this as though it's like the worst thing in the world. Like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying I'm an alcoholic. Why do I have to say I'm an alcoholic every single time? Like, it's so dumb, dude. And it's like, it's the joy. It's the great joy, I think, of being an alcoholic. So, and pardon me if I rant a little bit, but Mircea Eliade, who was like a famous anthropologist guy in 1910, 1920, he was very much a contemporary of Freud. So Eliade and this other anthropologist named Victor Turner, they all get together and they all kind of come up with this philosophy. And one of those things is in the study of shamanism in ancient cultures, they get to this idea of ritual humiliation, that all initiation processes begin with humiliation. And so it's like, well, why do they start with humiliation? So the reason it starts with humiliation is because if I sit down in a room and I say, hi, my name is Drew, I'm an alcoholic. And the guy next to me says, hi, my name's Brian and I'm an alcoholic. And then the guy next to him says, I'm Matt and I'm an alcoholic. What we've all done at the end of everybody saying that is that everybody becomes equal to each other. And so I remember my second night being sober, this guy walks up to me and he's like just uber rich, super like, shredded, like 6% body fat, like just like, you can tell that he's like the alpha in the room. Like, no, there are no questions. There's like that guy, and then there's everybody else. And he comes up to me after on my second day of being sober. Like, I mean, vodka, you can still smell it coming out of my pores, kind of thing,
Yeah.
And he comes up to me and he says, "How does it feel, man, to be the pinnacle, the top of AA? How does it feel?" And I was like, "Dude, I've been sober for like 28 hours or something." And he's like, "Yeah, but did you drink today?" And I was like, "No." He's like, well, there you go. You made it. Sober alcoholic. And from that moment, I believed him. And so when he sits down with 20 years of sobriety and millions of dollars, and I sit down with, my little business and 2 days of sobriety, I feel equal to him because ritual humiliation brings people all to the same level. And now we can all exchange values. The other side of that too is that like for the guys who've been sober for 20 years, it's good for them to come in and remember their first day of being sober. That's just as valuable for them because they sit down and they're like, man, look at that. But for the grace of God, I'm still that guy right now.